Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 5. I'm Mark Hanrahan.
It's good to have you here. I'm Whitney Ward. A Chewelah woman is thankful to be alive tonight after what was supposed to be a celebration turned into a near-death experience.
Police say an erratic driver ran her over in a restaurant parking lot. KREM 2's Shannon Mowdy breaks down what happened.
Well, you can still see the impact dent, even car parts still outside the Best China Buffet after Spokane police say a man rammed into the building, then ran over a woman.
Yeah, he lost his freaking mind.
That's the voice of Dawn Courtness, now recovering at home in Chewelah after a man ran her over Tuesday night. It happened in the parking lot of the North Spokane Buffet, where her entire family spent the evening.
It was my mom's 81st birthday dinner.
This photo was taken moments before the celebration soured, when a black Nissan came flying through the parking lot, Dawn says.
Squealing his wheels, driving erratically.
Lonnie Boykin is charged with assault and felony hit and run. Witness David Courtness says he and his family had to dodge Boykin's car.
He kept backing up, trying to hit one of us, and then smashed right into the restaurant trying to get my friend.
After running into the building, Spokane police say Boykin swerved toward Dawn.
And that's when he just barreled into me and like he literally aimed for me.
She's now waiting to learn if she needs surgery for a broken knee. She's thankful it's mostly scratches and bruises, but the family's baffled as to why this happened. Boykin's a total stranger.
I know, Mr. Boykin, you've only been in Spokane 3.5 weeks. It says that you are previously from California and Wyoming.
The Courtnesses say he yelled at them to call the cops after he peeled through the parking lot. They say they just told him to slow down to protect their children and elderly relatives.
I feel like if she wouldn't have got hit, that he would have kept going and he literally could have killed all of us.
Boykin will be held in jail on $10,000 bond.
When you're aiming a car at somebody and putting it to the floor, you're trying to kill them, if you ask me. I mean, when you try to smash somebody in between a building and a car, you're trying to kill them. And when you run into a group full of people, you're trying to at least hurt somebody.
Shannon Mowdy.
You know, so it could have went ugly, could have got ugly.
KREM 2 News.
Uglier than it did.
Turning to a tragic story after authorities confirmed 2 students and 2 teachers were killed and at least 9 others injured in a school shooting in Georgia.
It happened 50 miles northeast of Atlanta. Police confirm the 14-year-old suspect is now in custody and talking to investigators.
During the chaos, the school with about 1,900 students was placed on lockdown. Students recounted the harrowing situation this morning.
Like, the gunshots were so close to me, like, my ears started ringing real bad. Like, the whole classroom was smoking.
I was in class, and we heard shots. The teacher ran, slammed the door, made us all go in the corner.
Much more on this coming up on the CBS Evening News as the FBI says agents are now on the scene supporting local law enforcement. Meanwhile, the man who opened fire here closer to home at Freeman High School 7 years ago, killing a student and injuring 3 others, is set to be resentenced on Friday. More than 2 years ago, Caleb Sharp was sentenced to 40 years to life in prison. However, a Washington State Court of Appeals found his sentence was too long, and they said that he needs to be resentenced.
Sharp was 15 years old at the time of the shooting, and during last week's hearing, both the defense and prosecution said they will be asking the court for a statutory sentence of 25 years to life. An independent investigation into Spokane Valley found that Councilman Al Merkel likely violated the Washington State Public Records Act and violated the city's social media policy.
That investigation was launched after Councilwoman Jessica Yeager formally issued a complaint about Merkel, accusing him of using a personal Nextdoor account for city business.
The investigation found Merkel violated the city's social media policy because he shared content on his personal account related to city government. According to the city, a personal account cannot be used to discuss city business because those accounts cannot be archived for public record purposes. Merkel will now have 7 business days to appeal the findings. After the appeal period, council will review the report and may take further action.
All right, we want to switch gears now, taking a look at the forecast with Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Legoo.
Jeremy, things only getting hotter as we look toward the weekend. What else is in store for us?
Well, sunshine and heat, that's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, let's walk through it, though, because the next few days wind up quite warm, knocking on the door of 90 degrees today. We're starting to get a little bit warmer, and so I think we are about where we're going to top out today. But either way, it is hot. Tomorrow, even hotter and even hotter as we head into the weekend. Heat advisories run Thursday through Saturday, basically 1 p.m. tomorrow through 9 p.m. on Saturday. Sunday, still a little bit up in the air, much like what we saw last week. But let's talk about what happens as we move through the next few days, because that's temperatures climbing all the way into the mid-90s and triple digits. So let's walk through what a typical day is going to look like. We are going to top out around 90 today. So just add a couple of degrees to what we go through right now. Overnight, we fall back down into the 50s or near 60. We still cool off quite a bit because the sun goes down and stays down for a much longer time this time of year. Tomorrow afternoon, though, we are warmer than today. Add 3 to 5 degrees to what we did today, and then do that again Friday and Saturday as temperatures climb into the mid-90s widespread across the inland Northwest.
All right, sounds good. Jeremy, thank you very much. The results are in. Again, Dave Upthegrove will be moving on to the general election in the race for Public Lands Commissioner. Officials across Washington spent the last week recounting votes. Only 51 votes separated Dave Upthegrove and Sue Keel-Peterson after the primary election. After the recount, his margin shrunk to 49 votes. The results were certified by the Washington Secretary of State's office today.
And we also want to give you a sneak peek at a story that you'll only see tonight on KREM 2 News at 6. Washington's Public Lands Commissioner Hillary Franz now only has a few more days remaining in her term. She is not seeking re-election, but she says the state has made a lot of progress since she took office. I met up with Franz to learn more about what she sees for Eastern Washington's future under new leadership.
We developed in 8 months, my first 8 months, a forest health plan that says we can't just run from one fire to the next. We have to be proactive and actually restore the health of our forests so they can prevent these fires in the first place or slow them down or reduce their catastrophic nature. And the great news is we are 7 years in and we've treated 800,000 acres. On federal, state, tribal, and private land, we actually have now the largest federal program in the nation.
What is it going to take then to keep the momentum going at DNR?
Her answer to that question and more from our exclusive conversation tonight on KREM 2 News at 6.